Thank you for visiting my channel. Before we start, please hit the subscribe, like, and share buttons to receive notification of future presentations. Our discussion for today is stipulation por atrui or a stipulation in favor of a third person. Stipulation por atrui is embodied in Article 1311 of the New Civil Code, which is known as the doctrine of relativity of contracts. Article 1311 provides contracts take effect only between the parties, their assigns and heirs, except in case where the rights and obligations arising from the contract are not transmissible by their nature or by stipulation or by provision of law. The heir is not liable beyond the value of the property he received from the decedent. If a contract should contain some stipulation in favor of a third person, he may demand its fulfillment provided he communicated his acceptance to the obligor before its revocation. A mere incidental benefit or interest of a person is not sufficient. The contracting parties must have clearly and deliberately conferred a favor upon a third person. So the general rule is contracts take effect only between the parties, their assigns, and heirs. So contracts bind only the parties, their heirs, unless the obligation is personal, and their assigns, unless assignment is prohibited. The following are illustrations where only the parties are bound by the contract. Illustration number 1. Scenario. A contracts B to build a two-story house for 2 million pesos. B performs poorly, resulting in cracks in the beams and weak flooring. C, a neighbor, files a complaint against B and demands damages based on the contract between A and B. Ruling. C cannot sue B on the basis of the contract because C is a third person, a stranger to the contract. The contract binds only A and B, not the neighbor who is neither an assigned or an heir. Legal basis. Under Article 1311, first paragraph, a contract takes effect only between the parties, their assigns, and heirs. Third persons have no contractual rights and no contractual obligations arising from a contract to which they did not consent. Illustration number 2. Scenario. X borrows 500,000 from Y. Y and Z are siblings. Z demands that X pay him instead of Y, claiming he is also part of the family from where the money came from. Result. X is not obliged to pay Z. Reason. Z is not a party to the loan contract. Only X and Y are bound. Exception to the general rule. Here is where stipulation for attrui comes in. The second paragraph of Article 1311 provides, if a contract should contain some stipulation in favor of a third person, he may demand its fulfillment provided he communicated his acceptance to the obligor before its revocation. A mere incidental benefit or interest of a person is not sufficient. The contracting parties must have clearly and deliberately conferred a favor upon a third person. This is the stipulation por atrui. A stipulation for attrui is a provision in a contract where one of the parties clearly declares that a benefit is given to a third person who is not a party to the contract, and such third person may demand the fulfillment of the benefit once he accepts it before revocation. This is an exception to the doctrine of relativity of contracts. There are other exceptions that will be discussed in another presentation. In the case of Limitless Potentials Incorporated versus Kilala, the court laid down the requisites of a stipulation for attrui. Requisites: 1. There is a stipulation in favor of a third person. 2. The stipulation is a part, not the whole, of the contract. 3. The contracting parties clearly and deliberately conferred a favor to the third person. The favor is not an incidental benefit. 4. The favor is unconditional and uncompensated. 5. The third person communicated his or her acceptance of the favor before its revocation. And 6. The contracting parties do not represent or are not authorized by the third party. The following are illustrations or examples of stipulation for attrui. The first illustration is an insurance policy, which is a classic example. A takes out a life insurance policy with B Insurance Company, designating C, his sister, as the beneficiary. A is the insured, B is the insurer, and C is the third-party beneficiary. When A dies, C may claim directly from the insurer even if she was not a party to the insurance contract. This is a valid stipulation for attrui because the policy clearly shows an intent to grant benefit to C. The second example is a transport contract with benefit to third persons. XYZ Bus Company enters into a contract with Juan, a company officer, for a monthly bus rental to transport company employees from Cavite to Manila. The employees or third persons may sue the bus company for breach of contract because the contract was clearly made for their benefit. The third example is donation with a condition benefiting a third person. Donor D donates a parcel of land to donee E, subject to the condition that E shall provide free housing to F, the caretaker, during F's lifetime. F may demand compliance to such condition even though he is not a party to the contract of donation. The fourth example is a bank loan agreement benefiting a third person. A borrows 1 million pesos from B Bank with this stipulation. Part of the loan proceeds shall be released directly to C to pay his hospital bills. C may enforce this stipulation against the bank once he accepts the stated benefit because the contract intended a clear, actionable benefit in his favor. The fifth example is a supply contract with third-party beneficiaries. A water supplier, Aquacorp, signs an agreement with subdivision developer D to supply the subdivision with water. The express stipulation states, this water provision is for the benefit of all present and future homeowners. Homeowner 8 may enforce the stipulation since the contract clearly grants them enforceable rights. The sixth and last example is a contract of lease with provision for third person. Lessor L rents a commercial stall to lessee T, who negotiates. This sister S is allowed to occupy one room as her living quarters without additional rent. Once L agrees to such condition and S signifies acceptance, S may enforce the right even though she did not sign the lease contract. And here are the relevant cases related to stipulation por attrui. Thank you. If you find this presentation helpful, please subscribe to receive notification of future lectures.